Hello people, in this video I'm going to talk about how I pay my bills myself as a university student. So in this video I'm going to break down my expenses per month as well as how my side hustles help me cover them up. The numbers that I present in this video are per month based and are approximated for the purpose of this video. I will make sure that I present the modest numbers in the modest way possible, but if you are super competitive about the content you consume, I would recommend you to not watch the video. With that being put on the table, I would also like to say that during my calculation, my university fees are minimum. They are minimum because I study in a public university and I'm a scholarship student. So I have a very minimum university fees to pay per month. Now, okay, let me go to my monthly expenses. So the first expense that comes to my mind is the two regular meals that we have, one in the morning and one in the evening. So since I live in the university dorm, the canteen there provides us with pretty cheap meals, and I think they start with 50 cents per meal. However, the standards are way below anything that I can eat. So I actually visit small hotels outside of my university, and they also offer meals at a quite cheaper rate than we generally have in other city areas. So so for 2 meals a day, it costs 80 cents per meal. So it will be 80 cents into 2, $1.6. Also, for the evening breakfast, I spend an average of 40 cents. That makes my total food expense per day to $2. If I multiply it by 30, I'll make it around $60 per month on food expenses. And now, I also spend an extra $20 on out-of-syllabus food items or just paying a visit to a restaurant. That makes my food expenses to $80. Now I have to say that most of my expenses are on food because I don't have to pay any transportation fees for traveling to and fro from the university, since I live very close to the university. Yeah. Now moving on to my next expense, it happens to be some miscellaneous purchases. So it could be like stationery items, it could be some items to help me with my hostel life, or some random stuff because I find it cool. So that expense averages down to $15 a month, which brings my total expense now to $95 per month. Moving on to my university fees, I think it averages down to for the university fees and the hostel accommodation fees, it averages down to $15 a month. That if I add that $15 to the what was the calculation? Oh, it was $95. Yeah. So if I add that $15 to the $95, it averages down to $110 a month. Now that's pretty much all of the general expense that I have per month. So yeah, I spend roughly $110 a month for my general expenses. Now, how do my side hustles help cover them up? So I'll present some numbers, but I want you to realize that these numbers are approximated, and at any given month I cannot be saying if my revenue streams generate this amount of revenue or higher or lower than that number. So my first side hustle is that I work as a YouTube consultant now. So the first side hustle that I work on is as a YouTube consultant. And what do I have to do as a YouTube consultant? I actually schedule 15 minutes conversations twice or thrice a week, where I discuss with the channel owner about any recent shift in trends on that specific niche. We also talk about keyword analysis, how the videos are ranking so far, and I also have to correct any awkward mistakes done by designers and the editors, while also discussing about any title or thumbnail ideas for the videos. And you might be like, oh, Nathan, this looks like a pretty easy work. No. Definitely I can say that the amount of time I have to dedicate for conversations is quite lower, because I think it averages down to around 30 or 40 minutes a week. But I have to make sure that I'm keeping myself synchronized with any changes in YouTube's algorithms behavior, or any change in YouTube's policies, or any shifts in YouTube trends on that specific niche. I also look after a few other things, but for the sake of this video, I will not make things complex. As a YouTube consultant, I make roughly $120 a month. Now, moving on to my next side hustle, I have 2 print-on-demand shops. So the first shop has around 400 designs, and it's more on a general niche. So another shop has 80 designs, and it is more on a specific niche. The first shop makes me roughly $30 a month, while the second shop makes me roughly $20 a month. Though I have to say that the numbers with my print-on-demand shops vary a lot, and the sales generally pick up after the mid-November and almost die out after Christmas. But I have presented the approximate numbers. Now, this moves my total side hustle revenue to $170 a month. So the next side hustle is that I also run a couple of freelancing profiles. So yeah, I have to tell that when I'm in university, I do not take a lot of freelancing projects as compared to the number of freelancing projects that I take when I'm back to my home. When I'm in my university, I only take 2 or 3 handpicked projects, and that averages my revenue down to $100 a month. I will not consider the number the revenue number that I make when I'm back home, because I'm not considering the revenue that I make when I'm back home, because in this video I'm only talking about how I cover my bills as a university student. So I would consider the situations when I'm at my university. Now that makes the average revenue from side hustles to $270 a month. I spend $110 on my general expenses. I make roughly $270 a month. That makes my average savings down to $160 a month. Now, do I save $160 every month? No, I do not save $160 every month, because, as I said, the numbers are approximated and can vary as per the situations or any general shift in the niche that I'm working. And besides that, I also have to pay for some of my membership fees, and I also have to pay other freelancers, pay their share of revenue to other freelancers if I outsource the work. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video regarding my expenses and the revenue from side hustles and how they cover them up. But there are a couple of other side hustles that I'm currently doing that need a honorable mention in this video. So the first place on my honorable mention goes to my another print-on-demand shop, which I started recently and has about 100 designs. It has roughly made $18, but I have not withdrawn it into my account, so it is out of my calculation. I also have another print-on-demand shop which I set up just, I think, 2 days ago, and has roughly around 10 designs and has not made any revenue at all and is out of calculation as well. The second on my honorable mention is my Google AdSense revenue, because I have not withdrawn any amount from the Google AdSense either, and it's something that I recently got approved into. Moving on to the next topic on my honorable mention is my blogs. So I have set up a couple of websites and where I post blogs, and there's one website where I have only one blog up, and I had an affiliate link there which has made roughly 2 sales of $35 each, but I have not withdrawn that amount into my account, so it's out of my calculation as well. Now I have to add here that I have written 7 more articles in this vacation, and I probably expect the numbers from my blogs to go higher. And out of this calculation is also my stock market portfolio, because I have recently started investing in it and I have not withdrawn any amount from it either. That brings this video to a close. I think that's all of what the honorable mentions I have. I also have a Play Store account, but the app is yet to be published and I'm currently working on it. Probably it will add up to my another source of side hustle, but it's a topic for another video. I will also discuss in more detail about my side hustles in other videos. Till then, I think this is the end of this video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.